Hello. So, we're here talking about this new Control Dragon deck I've been playing. Um, it's got new cards into it. So let's go over some of the choices that I made. First thing, I decided not to run any Unicas because Unica's it's a pretty mediocre card. I think it just doesn't really ever trigger in. Like people
Why
say
do you
that.
choose Bellringer Angel over Unica?
I think Bellringer replaces itself, and I think that's already much better than Unica. And I like Ward more, and I think having a O2 Ward rather than a 2/2 that can heal sometimes.
U2 Ward.
It's an O2 Ward, yeah. I'd rather have it. Like, it replaces itself, and that I value that a lot. And in the late game, it's not terrible.
You're trading killing his 2-drop to draw a card. That's the only difference, basically, right?
Yeah, but I don't run 3, I only run 2. Like, I don't really ever want to play this on turn 2. Like, I want to play one of the other 2 drops on turn 2, because I do want 2 power on turn 2. I think that's something that I do want. It's just that Bellringer is sometimes you can just play it on turn 2 and it's fine. But, like, I wouldn't mind as running one of the other 2 like the 2 drops on turn 2. Like those things, like I like the other 2 drops, like the Shapeshifting Mage and the Date. They're like good in the beginning, and then they're also like in the late game they're still like super relevant, and they can become like threats, and it's just like really useful.
Yeah, looks good.
Like the Dragon Oracles and the Breaths are pretty core. Like you basically every Dragon deck will run 3 of each of these. If you're trying to do ramp, yeah, you always run these 3.
You mean Salamander?
Yeah, Breath of the Salamander. Yeah. Grimnir is a new card. This card has really impressed me. It's just like really flexible. Like you play it on curve, it's good, and then you have it on enhanced. It's like also like just really good. And I think you'll see in the game, it just like gives you a new kind of plan, and I really like that. I'm not running all the Aylas because again, it's a very kind of just like a bad card, honestly. Like you need it because it gives you ramp, and you want a sort of critical amount of ramp, you want a certain amount of ramp in your deck, and Ayla is kind of like a necessary evil, which is like
diminishing returns.
Yeah. And then Dragon Warrior, I run 1 because I like having 1. I don't ever want to draw like a second one. It's just a good turn 4 tempo play if you're going second. And yeah, like you generally are strained on EP, so you only ever really can ever roll 1, I think. And the Rahabs or whatever are just like another new addition. This card has also been really solid. It's just like a nice defensive play, and also in the late game it can become a huge creature. Like I've had that thing as like an 8/5 once. It's just like you play it on turn 10, you just play that, and it's just like, can you deal with this? And it's just nice. It's got ward. I play 1 Dragon Council because I think since we have access to a card like Sybil now, we're not leaning so hard on Draconic Fervor to ramp us as well as heal us and like give us cards. So I like that Dragon Council's like cheaper, plus it gives you an extra card, which I think is really nice. I like also running one of Fina. It's kind of like a Dragon Warrior. It's just a powerful tempo play when you're going first. Like, you usually get your EP on turn 5, or you get your EP on turn 5 when you're first, and like I like playing this, and it's just like a really nice card to evolve, and really nice, just a lot of tempo. Has a nice little like toolbox with the Shapeshifting Mage and the Date, so I can like tutor for those, or Angel if I'm, I guess, unlucky, but it's not even that big of a deal because just having a ward sometimes is really nice, and Bellringer kind of does that.
I was kind of curious. What do you think of the Lightning Blasts?
Lightning Blast is obviously really good. Like I think like when you enhance it, it's it's a one-sided banish sweeper, which is that's like really powerful. I have yet to really cast it for 6, and I really don't want to ever, but it is kind of expensive, and I could see going down to 1, but right now I'm pretty okay with 2. You do want to see it sometimes, and it can bail you out, but it does take up your whole turn, which is which is a thing, but it's been pretty good.
If so many enhanced cards,
Yeah.
like this whole deck is like late game potentially.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why I like the enhanced feature, right? Like you can just, if you need to,
Yeah.
you can play it early, and if you don't, then you can just save it for later, and then you just
pretty disgusting in a way.
yeah. And like at Forte is just like a really good alternate game plan. It's just I like having like just like these big storm strikes because they just don't see it coming, and then you can play a game in a way that you can take advantage of that. Neptune is really good. Like I think this card is really underrated. Like, I don't see a lot of dragon decks usually play this card, but I think this card is like for a while I used to always play Conflagration, you know, the Flame Strike. But this card is basically Flame Strike with like on a follower, because I don't know. I feel like every time I cast it on 7, it's usually gonna kill 2 of their important creatures, and like it leaves me still with like a decent board. Card's really good. Odin's really nice too. I still run 1 just because there is still stuff you want to banish in this game. You can banish like a big follower. You can banish Ouroboros. You can banish like stuff, right? There's still a lot of targets in this format, and it's like that kind of ability would never be like bad. I think just to come in and play banish something. I think that's always going to be good. And we got Ouroboros, the new finisher.
Yeah. Unlimited range.
I've seen it a couple times, and every time it's been pretty impressive. It's just like really, it's like you don't mind spending your turn every turn. Just keep playing this every turn. I don't think that actually is so bad. And then the 10s, the Satan and the Bahamut's. It's just standard 10s. All right, let's have a look at this game.
Satan in this?
Satan's good against, because it helps you beat control decks. That's the big thing. Like Bahamut's not so good against like guys that only like play like 1 or 2 creatures. You know, Bahamut's good against like mid range and aggro decks and stuff like that. But it's not so great against people that are like, you know, it's not good against Shadow. It's not good against like Dimension Shift, or it's not good against like Haven decks sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes it's like 50-50. Well, actually, it's like 60-40 is good against Haven. 40% of the time, I feel like you don't want Bahamut's not so great against Haven, but like a good portion of the time, it is really good.
Yeah, especially with the Aegis now too.
Yeah, Aegis is beating too. All right, well, let's have a look at this game. So
I
here,
thought it doesn't do anything against Aegis.
no, it doesn't do anything Aegis. So yeah, Bahamut's terrible against Aegis. I could see running Zeus just because I like to. It just gives you a proactive plan rather than a reactive plan. So I could see doing that maybe, but we'll see. Let's look at this game. So this was a ranked game, and this guy's actually master. I don't know. I think there's not a lot of people playing right now in ranked, so so everybody's like, so I get paired with like master people because everybody else is like in quick play probably. So I keep it pretty standard, and I keep the Sybil here because I'm going first, so I'll hit 5 pretty like faster than him obviously, and it's just like a really nice card to have. I have
Now, you can't play it on turn 4, right?
No.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel that's counterintuitive as well.
I just wanted to play this thing. Like I want access to my
because
Sybil.
you're gonna have 5 mana before you can play it, probably, right?
Maybe. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. With the Aelia, it might. If anything, I think the Aelia will help me get into Overflow, which would let me get the heal. That's why I think. Like I think whatever's gonna happen, I'm gonna play the.
So if you
Sybil
play it on
turn.
turn 6, you'll get the overflow, right?
Yeah. No, if I play on turn 5, because this thing has a good chance of this thing dying. This turn, I decided just like.
Wait, if you play it on turn 5, you'll still get the overflow?
Because if the Ayla dies, then I'll have 6 PP, and then the other guy will give me another PP.
The other guy like triggers off himself?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because end of the turn. Okay.
So the last turn, I decided to just kind of maintain a board presence. I like having a board presence in like a control deck, just because it makes them kind of have to play defensively, which just helps them get to my late game, honestly. See, this is what happens here, right? Because in turn 5, so then I can Just trade here, and it puts me to 6. And then play this guy, and this puts me to 7. So then I'll get the heal.
A lot of ramp.
Yeah. And then I'll turn 6
You're
Ouroboros, man.
You're not really. I mean, you're not just playing like Dragon Council or something, or like a spell ramp, right? You're still playing creatures the whole time.
Yeah. So here we play support cannon. I'm just kind of like, whoa, left field. Didn't see this coming. So I didn't really know what to think about that. But then luckily, I draw an Odin. So I'm kind of like, should I do this? I'm like, I might as well. Just kind of like, fuck it.
With support cannon, like you need, like you build your deck around that, right?
Yeah, there's
So
got to be a
if he's-
reason to play.
If he's playing it, he has a plan.
Yeah. So I'm just like, you know what, get it out of here.
And he dropped it right on 5,
Yeah.
like just on plan. So yeah, I'd probably Odin that.
So here he just uses his last EP, which is nice for me. And builds another floor offensive board. He just played like 3 floor offensives this game. Seriously. But no matter. I was thinking about evolving here, but I'm just like, nah, you don't need to. Just blitzes my guy down.
Okay.
Yeah, so it just comes back into my hand, and it's just like... This is what I mean by, like before 8 drops, I was always just playing Odin and Lucifer, right? But this card just lets you just, like, this is my game plan now, right? And it's like, I'm just gonna keep casting this card and keep...
So much
playing
card advantage.
And it's just like... Yeah, like, it net me how many cards already? So, but he plays a Roland! So that... You know this card, right? This
Gosh.
The amulet thing.
What? Why does it have a fanfare? Ouroboros? Doesn't it? Like, it doesn't even need a fanfare, does it?
Yeah, isn't it already good enough?
No, it should have a fanfare. That's the point. So here's Grimnir coming into
It's so
play.
disgusting.
Grimnir.
Well, you're not gonna kill that guy, right?
No. I go for the evolve here. I want to start pushing damage onto him. Like I'm a pretty good shot at killing him pretty soon. Like I have a 14 in hand. I can like refill with Dragon Council, so I just want to like... And every time he kills my Ouroboros, I'm just gonna hit him in the face with it. Like, it's like I got a lot of reach here, so I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna be aggressive with this evolve here. This card is really good with support cannon, actually. So here, like, I'm just like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have this game locked up. There's like really no way for him to win. See, that's why Durando might not actually be so good, just because it's not like it reduces his damage by that much. Like, 4 is still a thing.
Yeah, you're still hitting him pretty hard, though.
Still hitting him pretty hard, right? Like,
Yeah.
he'd be dead a lot faster, granted, but...
But it's like, it's really hard to get trade against, you know, Albert, right? That's big.
Yeah. So you can't... Obviously, he's just dead extreme. Plus, I also have the Grimnir in play, and yeah, in my hand, it's just like, yeah, he's dead a lot. But yeah, that's pretty...
pretty silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems good.
But yeah. That's what I have so far, but yeah, play more games and we'll see it.
Like, these new decks are gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see, for sure.
The power level is just skyrocketing with this expansion, I feel like.
You think too much power creep?
I don't know. I think it remains to be seen, but we'll see.
I mean, there is definitely creep.
It's creep.
There's a lot of creep.
Alright, okay, I'm gonna call it here. Alright, thanks for watching.